prayers go out to Hamlin and his family. Meanwhile, here at home, Filipino boxer Melvin Herusalem is going all out on his effort to end the Philippines' world title drought. 28-year-old Herusalem has arrived in Japan to battle defending WBO World Minimumweight champion Masataka Taniguchi. The Bukidnon-born Herusalem has a record of 19 wins and 2 losses, 11 ending via knockout. The Philippines currently has no world boxing champion. Taniguchi, meanwhile, has a 16-3 win-loss card with 11 knockouts. Japanese champion will be making the second defense of the world crown, which he won over Puerto Rican Wilfredo Mendez last December 2021. Now, does Melvin Herusalem have what it takes to become the country's next world champion? Let's find out. Joining us right now to go all out on this story is none other than MP Promotions President Sean Gibbons. Sean, good morning. Thank you for being back here on the show. Viva!
Viva! Viva Filipino!
Always love the energy of this guy. Well, Sean, Melvin Herusalem, let's talk about this guy. He's set to fight for the world title this weekend. How do you like Melvin's chances against defending champion Masataka Taniguchi?
You know, I believe Melvin has a tremendous chance. Sandman Boxing, our partners, excuse me, have done a great job in preparation for the fight. You know, Melvin's traveled before. Melvin's fought in Thailand, lost a very close decision there. He's fought in Korea. So, you know, he knows what it's like to fight on the road, and he knows these opportunities don't come up very often. So I think he's really ready to go, and I think he's got a good shot.
Mm-hmm. How familiar are you with both fighters? Is it going to be an explosive matchup, noting that the Filipino boxer is highly rated by the WBO?
Yeah, you know, at this weight, 105 pounds, they throw so many punches. They're so busy. They're so active. Generally, you cannot make a bad fight. Melvin's style, very aggressive, come to you. Japanese guy likes to box a little, but I do believe it will be an explosive fight. Mm-hmm. You know, Melvin knows, you know, he's waited a long time again for this opportunity, a few years. So he's not going to leave anything, hopefully, to the judges. He's going to just go all out. And, you know, I think you're going to get a tremendous fight. 105-pounders, generally you can't go wrong when you put them together.
Yeah. Well, there's a title drought right now in the Philippines. Do you see any boxers stepping up and win another crown for the country, assuming Melvin wins this weekend?
Hey, you know what's amazing? And I don't think there's any country in history of boxing right now that's going to have 8 opportunities at a world title in the first 6 months of this year. Mm-hmm. We open up with Melvin Herusalem. Then we have Marlon Tapales fighting in March for the IBF WBA 122-pound world title. We have Jade Bornea fighting for the IBF 115-pound world title. We have Vincent Astrolabia fighting for the IBF 118-pound title. And we have Raymar Caballo will be fighting for the WBO world title. Mm-hmm. And then Rene Corto will get an opportunity to fight the winner of this fight with the Japanese. And then you have Nonito Donaire. And of course, the crown of the stable, Mark Mixayo, will also be challenging for the WBC world title. And then we got, you know, Ymir Marshall, who's in the U.S. training, Carl Martin coming up. So I believe for sure, I mean, if we go 0 for 8, I'm getting out of boxing. I'm done. I'm quitting. So we're coming home with a few belts, definitely, this first quarter.
Well, we're talking about Filipino pride and boxers. I want to get your take on Manny Pacquiao. He recently signed with Rizin. What's the latest on this? Does Manny have an opponent now? Because that's actually, you know, a surprising announcement during his appearance with the Japanese promotion president Nobuyuki Sakakibara in the Rizin 40 event in Saitama Super Arena. Do you know who he is fighting? Can you give it to us before we end the show?
Well, you know what? Rizin actually has not selected an opponent. They really haven't. They're looking through some different guys, some kickboxers, some regular boxers. But after Manny fought on December 10th against DKU in Korea, he felt great. Feels like he has a lot to give. And so by doing these exhibitions, it kind of puts him back in shape to possibly come back and do a real fight. You know, there's discussions to fight a few different guys in the U.S. There was discussions to fight in Abu Dhabi against Kell Brook, against Amir Khan. So, Manny's 44 years old, but by no means is he an old 44. Does he feel 44? I mean, I'm looking at the video here from him working out in the gym, and I've seen it firsthand. He has a lot left to give in boxing, and he just feels like it's his passion still, and he wants to do it. And so I think the Rizin thing is great because in Japan, Manny's like a rock star there. There'll be between 30 and 40,000 people at this fight when he does the exhibition there. And then, like I said, coming up, he's weighing out a few offers to possibly make a return to the ring as a real boxer, no exhibition.
Well, Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr. are now both under the same promotion. Interestingly enough, Floyd also had an exhibition bouts under Rizin in 2018 when he sent Tenshin Nasukawa to a first-round technical knockout, then defeated Deji Ulatunji, also by TKO in the 6th round in September last year. Is it just a coincidence, or do you see a grand plan of making them face each other one more time, Mayweather and Pacquiao?
Well, I can tell you from the Manny Pacquiao side, we've been trying to make that since the first fight ended in 2015. When we signed with Al Heyman and PBC in 2019, the idea was to do Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather 2. Manny did the fight with Adrian Broner. Mayweather showed up. He looked around. He still looked a little concerned. And then after Manny fought Keith Thurman, and he dropped Keith Thurman in Mayweather's lap, Mayweather couldn't get out of that building quick enough. So I really would love to see something like that, but I don't believe that. Floyd looks at it like I escaped Manny Pacquiao one time.
Yeah.
Even in an exhibition, I don't believe he wants to get in the ring with him. But as you know, it would, at their ages now, it would be a much better fight than the first time because they're both a little slower, a little older. And, in an exhibition, too, you take a few more chances. It's a shame because it would be fun. People would love it.
Of course.
Still want to see Manny. And I'm telling you, you'd have to put a stadium of 50 to 100,000 people because Japan, they're both so recognizable. They're two of the biggest names there. So, would we like to see it? Absolutely. Do I think it's going to happen? Only Floyd Mayweather knows.
Hopefully in 2023 this year. Sean, always a pleasure having you. Hopefully we had more time. Next time we'll be speaking to you again. Viva, Sean. Happy New Year to you. Thank you for being again on the show. That was MP Promotions President Sean Gibbons.